Alright guys, we have got a few transfer reports to go through. So let's go straight into it, shall we? I'm not going to talk about Barišić, sorry, because I covered that in the previous video. He is signed on a 4-year deal. So it's a good signing. We're going to go by that straight away, go past that straight away. If you've not seen that video, it'll be there. We'll talk about the first one, and that is going to be Lee Hodson. He is scheduled to be, he has been rumoured to go to MLS. I believe he's meant to be rumoured to be signing for Montreal Impact. As long as, in my opinion, short and sweet, as long as he's out of the Rangers' wage books, I don't care. He's only ever scored 1 goal in his Rangers career. He's only ever scored 1 goal, and that was against Aberdeen, and I believe, and that was a 2-1 win. I might be wrong, I don't know, but I do know for a fact that he has scored 1 goal, and that was against Aberdeen. Other than that, he's not been impressive, no passing. He's just, you know what, he's poor at everything, Lee Hodson. So like I said, he's only ever scored 1 goal, and that was against Aberdeen. He has not impressed at all. So you know what, the sooner he gets off the wage books, the better. But you know what, as long as, if the rumours are true, he's going to Montreal Impact, I want a Rangers fan to drive him to the airport themselves. Please, get him off the wage books ASAP. Because the sooner he is out of the club, the better. Because he's not even good enough for squad depth. He's not even good enough for backup. He really isn't. Declan John, he is scheduled to be. He's been rumoured. He's been heavily linked with a loan move to Swansea. I think he's been the ideal backup striker for Barišić, but it'd be hard for him to get game time, especially with Barišić coming in. Now I thought he was out injured, but thank you to CJ0992 for letting me know the current situation with him, that he's dealing with a personal problem. He will be back. For me, Declan John has got a future at Rangers. That's my opinion. He has got a future at Rangers. He is good going forward, pretty poor going back, but surely he's got the pace there to be better defensively. He has got the pace, so let's not bullshit. He has got the pace to get better defensively. Solid attacking, maybe rocky defensively, but like I said, he has the pace to improve. Am I against him going to Swansea? Not really, because like I said, with Borna Barišić coming in, he's not going to get a lot of game time, let's be honest. So I think a loan move for Declan John is a smart move. Lee Wallace, he's been touted to leave as well. Like I said, I think he's went right down the pecking order because of what's going on with him in the club. He has been right down the pecking order. He is being linked with a swap. He's being rumoured with a swap deal, as far as I'm aware. A swap deal for a certain club for a certain striker, which I'll go into in a minute. If Lee Wallace does end up leaving, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, Lee Wallace, for staying with the club, pitting your career, basically killing your own career, and staying loyal to Rangers. You've got no we slag him off for him playing poor and whatnot, but let's be realistic for a minute. Lee Wallace has no idea how much he meant to us coming up from these lower leagues. He's got no idea how much we appreciate him staying with us. We've got no idea how much that meant to us. So from the bottom of my heart, Lee Wallace, if you are going to leave, thank you very much for your commitment. Thank you very much for your passion. Thank you very much for your hard work. And most importantly, the single most important part of this, thank you very much for your loyalty. Thank you very much for your loyalty, Lee. And if you are to leave and be involved in a swap deal, all the best for you. Personally, all the best. And that brings me to, well, before that we'll go to Greg Docherty. He's been scheduled with a link down south. Not a lot being said right now. Well, there has been a lot being said. But I've not been focusing on that. But I do know he's been scheduled for a loan move down south, Shrewsbury Town or something like that. I'm not too sure, but I think it'll be a right move for him. And like I've said before, I think Steven Gerrard will have Greg Docherty in his long-term plans. With the midfield we've got right now, Ryan Jack, Lissana Koulibaly, Scott Arfield. I have said give Greg Docherty needs game time, but let's be honest, with the midfielders we've got, it is going to be pretty hard for Greg Docherty to get game time. It's taken me a bit of a while to process that. So I think a loan move for Greg Docherty will be the best option. But do I think that Greg Docherty has got a future at Rangers? Absolutely. I'm pretty sure Steven Gerrard will have Greg Docherty in his long-term plans. Now let's go to the final one. We're going to... This one's a bit of a connection with Lee Wallace. We know Lee Wallace is linked with being rumoured in a swap deal. He's been linked with a swap deal connected to Hearts, and the rumoured swap deal is Lee Wallace for Kyle Lafferty. That is the rumoured swap deal. For me, this is probably the most realistic way that Kyle Lafferty will come back to Rangers. Offloading players, bringing some money in. Let's put it this way. We bid £200,000 to £300,000. Rejected. That was plan A. If the rumours are to be believed, then it's pretty obvious that plan B is swap Lee Wallace for Lafferty. And for me, that swap deal is the most realistic way to do it. As much as I would have loved Lee Wallace to end his career at Rangers, Lee Wallace has nothing more to prove to us. He has done all he can for Rangers. He's done all he can for the club. He's done all he can for the coaching staff, the players, the fans. He's done everything he can for the club. The right way to do it is to let him move on. He's got nothing more to prove to us. So the best thing to do is to, if you need Kyle Lafferty back, then the best way to do it is swap Lee Wallace for him. Do I think that is do I think that will happen? Absolutely. It is, for me, it is literally just a matter of time before Kyle Lafferty makes his long anticipated return to the club. It is genuinely, it's no matter of if, it's now just a matter of when's he coming back. We're not playing the if factor, we're going to play the when factor. It's a matter of when is he coming back, when is the announcement going to be made. Well, I know exactly when the announcement's going to be made. Actually, you know what, it will be. Because we all can Kyle Lafferty, if he given the opportunity, he would come back like that. Let's be honest. By Lee Wallace to swap for Lee Wallace to Kyle Lafferty. It's the most realistic way we're going to go about it. And to the folk, I'm going to finish off this video with a message to those who are saying Rangers are skint, Rangers have no money. And I'm also going to have a message for the Rangers fans who are wondering how are we getting all this money. I've said this when Steven Gerrard was being linked, or be it once he signed. There is no doubt obviously Dave King was playing it silent, but there is surely, with the players we're bringing in, about £7 million, there's no way Dave King could fork out that money himself with the amount he spent with Pedro Caixinha last season. Surely, and I mean this, surely there has to be investment externally from somewhere or someone. Someone has obviously put money towards the transfer funds and the club from the outside. But the question is for us and the entire SPFL, the question is this: who's the external investment and who is putting the money toward Rangers Football Club?